Hello world, WayofTime here, bringing to you another episode of Minecraft Invasion. So, currently it's the middle of spring and I live in Canada and it's starting to get really warm where I am. It's like 25, well it's 25 in the midday sometimes where I live right now, and I'm talking about Celsius. I'm not going like, oh my gosh, it's almost 30 degrees Fahrenheit, it's so warm. No, I'm a reasonable human being and use the Celsius scale for my measurements of choice. Anyways, disregarding that completely, right now, even though it's very hot outside, it's very, very, very cold in my basement, and it's an average temperature in the rest of the house. So, yeah, hooray for science telling you that cold air is gonna fall, and it's gonna be very fun. Anyway, so here we are in our little adventure over here while we peg that person in the chest with a few crossbow bolts. And there are a few friends. I think I'm gonna let Turret-san handle those guys. And I did do a bit of base construction on the, well, base, making it a bit more what the final product is going to be. I'm going with these stone brick stairs. Obviously they're going to fall as soon as I place any blocks next to them, but I think that this is overall something that is nice looking, at least. When I eventually install the turrets permanently, I think I'll somehow shift-clicking and braking can break these instantly. Wait. It's not anymore. Wait, what? Okay, I am confused. I think there's some sort of glitch in this, but I'm not entirely sure, so I'm just barking up the wrong tree at this point. Anyways, let's move onwards to our poison of choice, which is horrible base construction. One of the things that I should note is that I covered these the lava source with the block, because I did notice when I came up here just to grab a bit of cobblestone that this basic drawer was on fire, which obviously is not the most helpful thing in the world. So we got something with an unclaimed reward, and that is the blast furnace, and that is because I have created all the blast furnace bricks that I am going to need. There's a few guys that are coming towards. This is not the most dignified means of transportation that I can come up with for obvious reasons. Let's grab a few of these things because I am going to need a bit of string. Ow! I keep on forgetting about that. Turrets kind of hurt. Get away from me, vile demon. Get away from me, vile toad. Which is demonic-like, I guess. Too bad the nice guy died. Anyways, I am low in health. I think I should start on this as soon as possible. Otherwise, I'm probably going to end up dying in the most embarrassing means known to man. So, we got some more string, which is going to be helpful because we have a few quests that we will need to do. But first of all, I guess we should set up our blast furnace, which is going to require some of this stone so that we can finish our gosh darn floor. We're also going to need a few more sticks, and I keep on... I can't wait till I get all this settled. Once I have the blast furnace down, I think all that's going to be required is for me to set up... I thought I heard a turret or something. What's all that's going to be required is for me to set up a few things, and then I will be able to make the metal press, which is obviously going to take a bit of energy, but energy is easy enough to come by when I actually collect all the flax, which I probably should have been doing at this point in time, but I guess we shouldn't bother talking about that at this moment because it'll show how much of a charming individual that I am. And I keep on forgetting what I was going to do. Great. Did I mention it's cold here? Anyways, what I think I'm gonna do is I'll at least temporarily set up the blast furnace so I can get some steel going so that I can have some material, i.e. armor and tools that is steel, so that I have a better chance of survival due to random attacks. I don't think there's any steel crossbows, so I'm not gonna have to worry about that, but Maybe at that point I can go with like a revolver or something. Then again, I heard that the the crossbows are pretty overpowered, so I might want to go with the most overpowered weaponry that is humanly possible, or humanly viable at least. But I'm not entirely sure at this moment. So how are we going to want to set up this blast furnace? Might be good if we actually had a few spare torches on hand, so we might as well create a few of those. Get that, and we're going to want to get that. So what I'm thinking in terms of windows is I'll go with like a 2x2 window. We'll want to go with that fused quartz or something like that. Glass. Let's see what we have available. We have quite clear glass, which requires quite clear glass. How do I craft this? Not painted. Alloy smelter. Okay, so we need to get that before we get any sort of glass substitutes or whatnot, but that is going to be an easy enough thing to do. And I have torches everywhere because I do not want things to spawn on my temporary walls, because frankly that would kind of be bad. Where is the center of this? Right there, right there. So we'll go with our 4-torch arrangement because that is where we are going to have our teleporter, or rather elevator, once we have everything situated a bit better. Now let us set this up. It's going to be a temporary contraption, so we don't really need to worry too much about it, but I'm thinking we'll put it right here. And we'll just start feeding it steel at an accelerated rate. Yes. And of course we have one extra piece. I guess that is going to help us for when we make the next blast furnace. Where is my hammer? Of course. There we go. There we go. We actually have the hammer for a change. Blah! Real hot topic. Okay, so we are going to need to use some of this coal coke and some of this iron. We'll go with 20, I guess, to start with. And this is going to go at a steady rate until we get our steel. How much steel do we need? We need 8 in order to get the heavy engineering block. So, once we have the heavy engineering block, I will need to put a metal press. And I don't want this place to be exactly the same as my previous base because, flashbacks. Really? Are you guys seriously burning the... do we have, like, binoculars or something? No, we don't. We don't have binoculars, but I want to see... I think they set fire to the forest. I don't know what the forest did to them, but apparently no one's speaking for the forest, or otherwise they'd just be going, ah, the pain, the misery, the walls that appear to be built. Dang it, I keep on forgetting about that. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. Eventually, we're going to want to set up this so that it has an additional floor. I'm thinking we'll go with 4 high, so just be like that. Let us get this. I said, let us get this. Was that added to my inventory? No, it wasn't. Because, of course it wasn't. That would be too easy. Okay, so they're going that way. They didn't have a... Did they steal my saplings? They stole my freaking saplings. I don't like it when people steal my saplings. Thankfully, there wasn't any issue with that, so that is good. Now, what I'll also want to do so that I'm ready for the future is I am going to want to set up a small redstone, quote-unquote, farm. Eventually, I will want all of the automated stuff to be part of the base proper. And it might not be a good idea to set it all to be automated right away, but oh well. Let's look at our quest so that we can start getting some of this, because we'll get 4 red orchids and 4 redstone ore. We need 4 rose red. We got 3 of it already made, and we got this. Crying witch. I don't see her anywhere on my map, though. So I'm not entirely sure where they are. Maybe, I guess, in my interims I can just light up this place, because that'll be helpful. Now, what would be more helpful is if this witch didn't have, like, the gas-like presence to just cry everywhere and go, notice me, notice me. Oh my goodness, stop it. I did not want your unneeded attention. We will go over this way. So we have all the rows red. We need to kind of get it from our inventory. That was not the right thing. Oh, where did you guys come from? Like, seriously. Apparently, they can hide from the radar by going underneath. There must be a vertical limit to the radar. How did they spawn over here, actually? That is the true question. Well, I know why they would have spawned over here. Okay, now they'd just be cheating if that was the case. Get over there, get over there. Hopefully nothing's gonna spawn there. I'm gonna need to, one of these days, just go on a blitz and get all of those taken care of. Anyways, we got that. Manual detect, please. Heart of gold, yes. And apparently very yes. And we'll want to make the red orchids. I'm not gonna really go into how I'm gonna at least I have some tree farms over here, because I would not want to be in that forest fire. Smokey would not be the most happy of individuals, I can tell you. These glass bottles. If only those didn't happen. So, once again, I think I'm going to put some of these away, because I will want to make sure that I am able to restart any such farm when I go about doing that. But for now, how many of these do I want to plant? I'm not really going to be looking to plant. Let's see, if I have 3 temporarily, it's going to take a while to make the redstone ore. But maybe I can make a temporary location, put a farming station around the area. It'll get me some automated redstone. I'm not going to have to worry about it, and then we can go about our day. Or we can save some of this so that we have a non-automated setup. Let's just make something over here, okay? Let's not cut hairs at this point and just go with this. There, it's already done. Can't change it. Happy? Okay, that guy's happy apparently. And I missed. Okay, so while that's happening, we still need to go about getting our iron here. We got 5 pieces. How many did we need? Did we need 8 or did we just need 4? We needed 8, so I guess I'm gonna have to wait a while for that. We can check the uses of slag, though, in the meantime. We can make concrete, or we can use a crusher to grind it up for sand. Is there any use for concrete, or is it just a decorative thing? It's used for leaded concrete and a launch pad. Okay, so that is going to be something that I will need to look at in the future, but for now, I guess I don't need to worry about it. So that is 6 pieces of steel. I'm not going to be able to access it right away, so we should think about evil sand. I can do that. I could have got so much blaze powder. No, I can't do that right now. Dang it. Oh, Way, why did you do this? Why didn't you look at the quests ahead of time? You even did this quest before and you should have known it, blarg. I guess I might as well look at the furnace generator at this time, because we are going to need to make that for the quest. I'm not sure what comes afterwards, but at least this is something that we can do right now. We're going to get a few machine blocks. Let us solve our crafting situation also right now, because frankly having to look up is annoying, and why I placed that crafting table there, I don't think I'm ever gonna know. And it's gonna be nice when I have all of this automated. Wait, is this block of charcoal? Yes, of course it is. So we'll just go and fill a bit of this, fill a bit of that. That's obviously not gonna be enough for that, so let's just do all that. Don't need that. We'll just put you in a fuel reserve, and that'll be enough for all of that. Hey! Go away. So, since we need the furnace generator, what did it say? You need stuff to power the base. Yeah, okay. We will need GP because this will not operate without it, so we will have to be mindful of that. Let's get some cobblestone so we have a steady reserve. There we go, to Stacks Place, thank you very much. And I love that I said ask for it after the fact, because I am a nice individual who just takes things first instead of asking for them. Yes. We'll need this, we need the chest. Did we have an extra chest, or is that upstairs? I think that's upstairs, so I guess we'll just go with one of these now. Well, one of these when I make 4. That is definitely how we're going to go with this. Machine blocks, we're going to have 4 of those. Then we're going to need to combine this with the furnace. Then we have that, which has a bunch of inventory stuff that we do not need. Let's get some of our ridiculous stuff here that we're not going to need. I don't think we'll need that. Blast furnace blocks we'll definitely not need. Furnace generator, I guess we'll plop down in a second, and this we can worry about at a later point in time. And it's a bunch of, seems like it's a bunch of useful stuff that I have right now that I just don't have a use for at the point. So let's put that away. Iron hammer don't need. Steel ingots I need. Whatever. Okay, so got that. Got another heart of gold. We got another heart of gold. We're not fighting Titan here, boy. Okay, so let us go with that. We got the furnace generator. Let's plop it down, and it's going to show that there is an error. The reason for that is because the grid is overloaded, meaning that there's too much on the energy grid. There's the 10 penalty that we had. So we are going to need to make... Got a potato cannon, which is not the most helpful. I don't think there's any point having that, but let's just put this where we think we'll want to have it in the future, like there. Maybe we'll want that there to start with, because I doubt we're going to get many things coming from this direction. Really? That's the fastest you're going to break? Okay, thank you. Good day. Good day to you, sir. You're a gentleman and a scholar. We'll put that there. Not gonna, no point putting the potato cannon down because we're not gonna ever use it. I don't think, at least. If we do use it, you can feel free to call me a liar, because I'll be a liar. Upgrading defenses, and then there's that. We'll need cactuses, which cactus green is main ingredient in coloring a circuit board. If it's not green, it just won't work. You'll find cactus out in the wild in a number of sandy biomes. We can grab the cactus from over there and probably plant a few. We might want to make a cactus wall. That might be one way to do defense. We already have the steel, so let's get the steel. And then it'll be a steel for all the other stuff. So we got 10 steel on us now. We actually don't need both sets of food, so no point having that. So let us just get this quest going. Annual detect, we get 8 more steel ingots and a heavy engineering block, which means that we can start making our metal press. And I guess we'll make the metal press here. Pressing issue. And that is where we're going to have metal plates, which is going to give us a piston as well, so we don't need to bother creating that. But we will want... I think I'm going to look at this. Yeah, I'm going to want to make this episode, just because I can. So let's go with the metal press plate. So that's just steel and iron. Might want to have a few crafting tables up here since this is going to be my primary residence. I think once again we'll have the crafting, not the crafting area, the storage area above. But for now we, well, won't. Where do I put those? I need to have these in a dedicated location, but I guess now is not the time. There we go. We got that, so that gives us access to the other stuff. And this is going to access 2 other quest lines. We're also going to need some endstone. Ooh, we should do that now. Now that I think of it, we should definitely do that. Maybe we should do that once we get the metal press going. I think we'll do that. Wait for the metal press to be fully operational, then we can finish with that. Okay, so metal press is going to require us to look at the book to see what is required later. We got the piston already. If only my book was this good. So I had that advanced block in the wrong place. I need conveyors. I need the steel scaffolding, I think it was. Let's see. Steel scaffolding. Doesn't need to be anything particular, and we need steel rods in order to do that. So let's see. Steel rods. This gives us 4. Then we can make the steel scaffolding, so we have 1 extra rod. I guess we'll throw that away for now. So we have that. Wrong book again. Going to need the redstone engineering block, which is this. That needs a bit of copper. Thankfully, I do have copper. It'll be in the main chest that I have. Redstone as well. This is where having an organized system would be helpful, but apparently I don't have time for that. Let's place these down before we get the final thing, which is going to be 2 conveyor belts. Where will we want the crafting tables? I think we'll have the crafting tables here. And we'll take this, put that down later, because we are going to need the redstone engineering block here. Maybe a bit of backing material, I guess. Said some backing material, thanks. Get that, and we'll plate this up. Piston this up. Actually, it'd kind of be helpful if I use the right terminology, otherwise this machine is not going to work. There. We're not going to need these anymore for the time being. We'll place this chest right next to... Put that there, I guess. Might as well put these in here as well, because that's going to basically be the output, and then we're going to need our conveyor belts, which I doubt need steel, it's just leather and iron. It might need redstone. I'm not entirely sure about that, though. 1 piece of leather, might as well consolidate while I am doing this. 26 pieces of leather. I think I have everything. Conveyor belts. If I don't have everything, that will be unfortunate, rather. Yeah. Good. Okay, got that. Don't think these extract from a given inventory, so we should be good there. There. An engineering hammer. Piston. There we go. Now we have our metal press. The problem, as I might want to eloquently state it, is that we don't have a generator other than, well, the generator we, have. So I just mooted my own argument that I was going to state, but oh well, let us not dwell on my past transgressions because they don't matter. All that matters is what I say. Where the heck is that generator? No, I plonked it down. Duh. So we'll get this. Get some fuel source. Good. And we'll want to make... What did we want to make with the plates? We wanted to make a bucket, which is going to be some iron rods, plates, and a bunch of other stuff. So what was I getting here? I needed the 2 string, which I don't have in my inventory, so 1, 2, there we go. And we'll plonk this on top of here. Now you're probably saying, wait, you made this mistake before. It's not going to work. Watch, peasant, as I blow your mind. For I have learned. Okay, there we go. So we should be able to just do that, and it's going to generate the energy that is required. Kiloflux, I guess. So 1, 2, 3. We need the plate first and foremost. Now let's make the rod first. So we'll put that down. Put that there. We'll get the plate. Pick that up because it is a very mean thing. Don't do that, please. Thank you. Might be helpful if I get on the conveyor itself. And then we're going to make the plates. Can you please stop rain? It'd be kind of helpful. And then we can take that off for now, because we are going to want to put this back in. Although I think we have enough cobblestone as it stands. Oh well. Oh well indeed. Okay, so we got that. We'll make the bucket and we'll bring the lava. Do we need to bring the lava upstairs? No, we don't. We just need to transfer it to a more refined location. Bucket. So what is the recipe for endstone? I think it's glowstone and lava, right? Where is my glowstone reserves? Glowstone reserves here. Let's make the endstone. Endstone, apparently. Yes, lava and glowstone. So put that there, put that there. Just simply do this, and this, and this, and this. One piece. Two piece. Guess this is gonna be boring. Too bad. You are being forced to watch this very, very complicated endeavor as I throw a bunch of stuff to here and see if it sticks without lagging me for some unknown reason. Why are you doing this to me? Why? Actually, it'd help if you had more than 5 gigs left in your storage driveway. It'd be very helpful if that were to occur. But no, that doesn't happen ever. Okay, so we got our Ender Lily, which is going to be helpful. I think I'm going to want a round plot, or rather a square plot, so I'm just going to make one more endstone. And where is my other Ender Lily seed? There we go. Now for... oh, that really grew fast. So let's put this here, I think. Da-da-da-da-da. And the lily for the win, and the lilies why my kin. Just put this here, and we're going to need to torch this up, because... does stuff not spawn on it? Or maybe it's already naturally lit. It's lit, bro. Lit, fam. I don't get out enough, apparently. Okay, there we go. We can put our 2 ender lilies down. And there's no way to bone meal them, and I don't think a watering can works, so we're not going to attempt that. Let's get all these sticks, because we can, and we kind of need them. I already made the shake a stick joke, didn't I? I am so original. So we got redstone automated, at least growing. It's not automated by any stretch of the imagination, but we do have a steady redstone source. Later on, we will obviously automate it, but for now, that is not going to be anything that will happen. Hi? Where did my corn go? Can you actually give me the corn for a change? Thank you. I don't want this dang canola right now. And where'd all the other corn? There's no way there was only one cob of corn that came from that. That is... is there any other use of this corn? I need to get a better food source. This isn't cutting it. The corn just grows too slowly, and I'm kind of beat. Okay, that was bad. I apologize for my insolence. At least we get more ender lilies. So what we managed to do is we managed to go through that quest. Dang it! I mean, come on. At some point, you just gotta give it to me. I had those, and you did not detect them, and apparently it's my fault. So let's get the meld plates going, and then I think that is everything. So I think this will also be a good indication about what is happening. Huh. That is an interesting indication. Okay, so it's indicating the buffer and other things. And the fact that that has not disappeared and is jittering like a madman. Okay, I think I can not fault that. Hey, give me your plates. I didn't catch the plate of the guy who ran me over, sir. It was too fast. So I think what we'll do next time is we'll want to get some sort of dedicated power system other than that. Now, the kinetic dynamo is easy enough to make. All it requires is to make the LV wire coils, which is frankly easy. And we can also make the capacitor bank, which is going to be one of the future machines. Not one of these. It might be in the automation tab. Let's check automation. A lumberjack is also something that I want to look at. And something that I haven't gotten a chance to do is look at the terminus, which should be a good way to... Ooh. I could make this entire island just a base for all of the little guys being awesome. That said, it might need a lot more in order to protect myself, but I think we are doing well enough. Well, that's all the time we have for this episode of Minecraft Invasion. If you like what you see, don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe to future episodes. I'm gonna need more steel, I think. WayofTime here, signing off. Have a wonderful day.